Is your diamond insight for tonight of the chief editor in Kelvin Bwalya Fube. As mandated in our role of being the fourth estate, we took part in covering live the press briefing hosted by Zambia Must Prosper President Kelvin Bwalya Fube, popularly known as KBF. His address on Thursday, April 13, 2023 began with his usual eminent eloquence for the man he is known for in the political landscape on pressing national issues. However, we were saddened by the blatant comments thrown at journalists and the media in particular that were in attendance. We respect indeed the opinions that Mr. Fube brought about, but his continuous comments in portraying the media as a failed system in our country in providing checks and balances does not sit well with us, and we find it regrettable. We respect Mr. Bwalya's opinions and indeed his right to freedom of expression and opinion, but here is what we have to say. Mr. Bwalya, as an opposition leader, requires to work with the media in partnership, a thing that he said, but must understand that we are not there to tour his party interests and need to remain independent and objective. It further baffles us that the council can take an editorial stance, which is the preserve of media houses through their in-house ethos. It further surprises us that he made a generalization, yet he knows current press freedoms are not 100% enjoyed in our country that has taken years to enact laws such as the access to information and indeed a practice, depending on the political party, from time immemorial that grants a free press. Mr. Bwalya should understand that journalists are currently operating in an environment that doesn't guarantee them full rights to conduct investigative journalism and indeed access to certain reports and government documents. He, equally as an opposition leader, has a role to provide checks and balances and indeed alternative solutions to the current national issues that the country is facing, as he is a president in waiting. Mr. Fube should be grateful and not bite the very finger that feeds him, and in this case, it is us, the media, that give him headline coverage in pursuing the party interests that mostly are personal to his road to State House. We refuse to be drawn into the ZMP vendetta because we hold the right to perform our functions independently within the ethics of journalism to determine who, how, and what we should be covering. The use of words such as poking our brains and rating our performance to under 50%, especially while we operate under difficult circumstances, is indeed regrettable. For a man aspiring to someday lead State House, we expect a decorum when addressing us, the media. Sir, your attempt to challenge us to work under your terms is in bad taste because your approach to be editor-in-chief on live TV was a missed opportunity in holding the new Dawn administration accountable on various pressing national issues which we do agree need to be brought to light but also need to be sorted out in developing this country called Zambia. Certainly, the press briefing was meant to belittle the media, and we ask that such should not repeat itself. That is your diamond insight for tonight. Like we say, an opinion is merely like one's nakedness. We all have it, but nobody wants to see it nor share it.